Hey, to all my folks out there, welcome again. Of course, thanks for tuning into this channel. This is the African Amma for sure. Again, I'm the chairman and founder of the People's Liberation Movement. Guys, I want to talk about the Kafala system. The Kafala system is the system that is used in the Middle East where, they come to Africa and take mostly our females, even though some guys are part of this, but they take mostly females, to the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, Jordan, all these places. And we've heard a lot of horror stories. So what I want to do is just to reiterate this point. So please share this video with your brothers across Africa, because most of the problems we have in Africa, like I said, is shared by a lot of us, So from the advent of corruption, the lack of development, the poor healthcare conditions, everything, lack of, access to education, sanitary conditions, are terrible, everything. But so this kafala system for sure, definitely, I really want to bring it to light so that, we can discuss this particular thing. And it's taken away a lot of potentials from Africa and, shipping them off to these countries. And not only that, but we know these ladies, especially the females, are tortured, raped, abused, misused, manhandled, because these countries don't have human rights, records. They don't have human rights laws to protect these citizens. Their human rights records are very terrible, and it's sad. And the reason why I'm doing this today is because the government of Sierra Leone, led by President Julius Maada Bio, has actually legitimized, modern day slavery. Basically, their plan, I think, is to supply over 3,000 to 4,000 young women, and from Sierra Leone. And sadly, too, these women are not taken from they're not taken from the southern part of the country where this ruling government is from. They only take these women from the northern part of Sierra Leone, which is mostly the stronghold of the opposition. That's how sad and, disgusting this whole thing is. So I really want to point this out to the rest of the world. So share this for me, because if you're Nigerian, Ghanaian, Guinean, Ivorian, whatever African country you find yourself, Kenyan, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Botswana, South Africa, all of these places, we all share similar issues. And so, we're tired and sick and fed up of women being auctioned off as slaves in these modern days, times. And when Africa has so much to offer, but yet governments and leaders are so corrupt, all they're thinking about is upfront what they're going to get now. So what I want to do is just shed light on what the kafala system is, basically, so you guys would, get a better understanding. And I want to give credit to a friend of mine who educated me on this particular issue, Mr. Mohammed. I cannot take, credit for this one, but I just want to share with you, everything. The kafala system is Kafala for sure. So the kafala system is in the Quran. It might even be part of the Sharia, that deals with that. The kafala system is mainly where, someone sponsors you. Basically, somebody sponsors you as a foreign worker and, pays for your traveling and everything for you to go work in these Middle Eastern countries. So it could be Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, all of these places. So, and the sponsor basically is called a kafir, Kafell, a kafir. These are the sponsors. So it could be somebody who lives in Saudi Arabia, in Lebanon. These are the ones that are sponsoring this project. So like right now, the one in Sierra Leone that I'm talking about, the Saudi Arabia government, actually sponsoring this particular one. And so they have a deal with, the Middle Eastern countries. So what they're doing is they want to, just because all they're looking for is cheap migrant labor in those Middle Eastern countries, and the only place they can get it is in Africa. And so they have agents, that they work with. And now the sad thing is the government is actually legalizing it. So it used to be agents that would be hiding. They would have several phone numbers. The moment they get a batch out of the country, they change those phone numbers. But now the government has actually legalized this, to where the Minister of Information actually said, oh, they are creating opportunities for the young women. Instead of, this is the same government that talks about human capital. The president human capital. But they 4 years of governance, they failed the people. So now they've resorted to selling these women from the northern part of the country to these Middle Eastern countries. And these programs are wrought with abuse, sexual crimes, all kinds of terrible things that we've seen. These videos are on YouTube, guys. I cannot overemphasize it. I mean, you can see video after video after video of these incidences occurring, and we have to at least, point out the facts on these things. A lot of people they've lost their lives. And a lot of these people came back with nothing, absolutely nothing,
in the Middle East. Many have their passports
And so I would work in Sierra Leone.
And some find
you have agents, like I said, in
inside homes where they're overworked,
that are on, they work for commissions. So these are videos that you're seeing. They paint pictures for our people to say, hey, you're going to be working in a hotel and this and that, make it seem like it's the best thing ever. And most times they'll tell these people, don't tell anybody about these opportunities that we're telling you.
Kenyan senator who campaigns for the rights of Kenyan women who are sent.
So I'm showing you these clips because I want you guys to see this.
Today she's on her way to the hospital
and this is a documentary by the BBC, by the way.
Who is badly burned in a fire at her employer's
But this is what is happening. And most of the times the victims are collaborating with these agents. That what they will do is in the past they used to use Conakry Guinea from Sierra Leone to take our women away. But because at the time the former government frowned at that, because most countries were trying to lock down on that program, so nobody actually goes to sell these women to these countries.
Employers or the recruitment agency informed Mary's family of the accident.
But now what has happened is the government of Sierra Leone, so what I want to do is call the attention of organizations that are fighting human trafficking. That is what they're doing. This is an example of somebody that was burnt. Burnt.
As a mother, as a leader, I will not,
these are the things that are happening.
I will not sit and watch.
So the Kafala system, that is where it comes in. So once they get these ladies to these countries, according to the Kafala system, there is no control. If say a certain individual is working for a family in Kuwait or Lebanon or Saudi Arabia, and they're being maltreated, they don't get paid, they don't get food, they don't get enough rest, they work like slaves. That is what is happening. So all of these are things that are going on that we have to let the folks know exactly what is happening. And the worst thing is these systems mostly fall under the Ministry of Interior in these Gulf countries. It is not under the Ministry of Labor. So they don't even mediate labor disputes. So I want you guys to understand these things. There is no control. And we've seen a lot of these ladies come back empty-handed with nothing. Some of them don't even want to come back because they have nothing to come back to when they come back to these countries. Some of them sold everything they had just to go to these countries. They've decided to just turn themselves into slave. So we are tolerating stuff like this. And that is why I'm showing you guys these videos. YouTube these videos, it's on there. But the government of Sierra Leone, is actually, supporting these programs now. This modern day slavery basically that is going on. So the reason why I want to point this out, of course, because again, like I said, the government of Sierra Leone wants to make this a legal thing. The President Julius Maada right here, has made it a legal thing to sell these women to these countries. Our women, young, vital, filled with vitality and strength, lots of opportunities. We can create job employment opportunities for them. And this is across Africa, and that is what I want to share with you guys. You know, they go to this country saying we have abundant supplies of young women. Let me let you guys, you know, we have to, guys, share this across. You know, the system is fraught with abuse. The system is filled with rape cases, all kinds of things. They're not getting paid. These women are getting paid. And so now the government of Sierra Leone is actually now saying, I am sending you guys. That is what is happening. So there's no insurance policy for these as brothers and sisters. Guys, we cannot be quiet about this. We've lost so many of our sisters in situations like this. And we have to point the light on these issues. So the question when I ask the president of Sierra Leone, how many women, how much money have you taken for these women? What was the deal? What happened? What was the deal? How much was paid? How much was the government paid? How much was this government paid for the selling of these women? There is an arrangement and we need to know what arrangement was made. Please. That is the question I want the world to ask President Bio, because these guys don't talk to the people. What was the deal? All of the cases that we've heard, the rape cases, the human rights abuses, nothing. You've never talked about this. You've never condemned the actions of these folks that have suffered from the hands of these folks in Kuwait, Lebanon. We know the president recently traveled to Lebanon, took $410,000 cash. What is the deal for these women that you take it away from Sierra Leone? That is the question we want to ask. That is the fundamental question we want to ask the government of Sierra Leone at this particular point in time. Share this for me. We're calling on human rights organizations to factor this in. What is going on here? So let me share this with you guys.
Emma Mbura is a Kenyan senator who campaigns for the rights of Kenyan women who are sent as domestic servants to the Middle East. Today, she's on her way to the hospital to visit Mary, a Kenyan maid who is badly burnt in a fire at her employer's home in Jordan.
Nilipofika kwa jiko, Maria akapiga nduru, wakaamka. Mama, nini Maria? Nachomeka. Nisaidie mama. Alipotamka, nilihisi kuna mtu ananipigia mateke.
For a month, no one in Jordan, not her employers or the recruitment agency, informed Mary's family of the accident until she was put on a plane home.
Now this is her. No, the world has come to know what is happening. As a mother, as a leader, I will not stand, I will not sit and watch this kind of... We are not animals. There is no slave trade anymore.
Despite stories of abuse, thousands of women from Kenya and Ghana still sign up with recruitment agencies, like this one in Jordan.
ماشي الحال؟
لا والله احنا على تركيز السوق الاردني على الغانيات بالدرجه الاولى احسن من كينيا، انا بالنسبه لي
احسن من كينيا؟
احسن من كينيا.
احنا كينيا احلى يعني.
لا انا بقول لك هلا شوف، الكينيه تعليمها اعلى، هدول الشعب لهم بيضوا هارد وركر. انا بعثت لك اخر جروب وصل شو المحلاوه؟
ايه هودي ايه
صنع 11 بنت اياها.
ايه بعقده شو خيي هيك يوصلوا كميه غير شكل. You are welcome here. And you have a good choice that you have Mr. Yusuf. He's one of the best agencies in Jordan.
Thank you, Dad. We must call you Dad.
Lily, thank you.
يا حبيبي بلشنا.
I appreciate. Thank you very much. And you too also so beautiful, really.
Thank you.
Neither of these agents is accused of abuse, but the abuse does happen, often behind closed doors and usually unreported. Some women, though, escape to safe houses, like this Caritas Center in Lebanon, where they are free to tell their stories.
He came where I was sleeping and he told me, I want you. And I told him, no, I can't, I'm married. And he told me, you're in my house, you have to obey my roles in this house.
I was feeling confused, even I was wishing I would die. It was hard. I don't want to remember it.
Marivik? Give me lighter. I don't think there is a human rights in this world. No way. Maybe in Europe, but not in the Middle East.
In 2012, Kenya banned women from travelling to the Middle East as domestic workers. But recently, they lifted that ban and signed new deals with Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and Jordan. Mary Mbela, the maid who was burnt while working in Jordan, died of her injuries a month after she was returned to Kenya. Her family was never compensated, while the fight against the trade in domestic servants continues for Emma Mbura.
Kwa sababu wanaokwenda Saudia ni wasichana wengi ambao mara nyingi si wasomi kutoka kwetu Mijikenda. Mimi leo siondoki hapa mpaka nikae na nyinyi wa mama kando na tupange hino Kilifi County kama wanawake. Yeah.
So, folks, these are the things, this is what is happening. These are the horror stories that we've heard. But sadly enough, the problem that we have is because a lot of these politicians are not doing enough. When you take the members of parliament, for example, that are responsible for a lot of these constituencies in Sierra Leone here, right? Or in other African countries, they are not showing up, to actually help, sensitize and educate these folks, these people, these young women, that are being sold off as slaves. And not only that, we all understand also that there's this, human organ sale, kidneys and stuff like that is on high demand. Some of these, they come back with no kidneys. They've taken off their kidneys, sold them off. And these are all the things that is happening. So the government of Sierra Leone needs to explain to the people of Sierra Leone properly what protections are there to protect these women. And why is it that the government is not actually making provisions to provide job employment opportunities for these women in Sierra Leone? When that was the fundamental promise that this president made, President Julius Malabio made, that he's going to make sure that he believes in human empowerment. That these are the things he said. I remember this same president went to goalkeepers with Bill Gates and said, he believes in human capital. But at this particular point, that is not what we see. He has failed the people. So what he's doing is now is to let me share this with you guys, because these guys, they talk the talk, but when it comes to actually doing, what they said they would do, they don't do it. So let us, I want to give you guys an opportunity to listen to this president who believes in human capital. This is the president of Sierra Leone. He believes in human capital. I want you guys to see this for yourself.
Yes. President Bill, welcome.
Thank you.
You've heard Bill's remarks, and as the president of Sierra Leone, where about 65% of the population are under 30, maternal and child mortality numbers need real improvement, and the population is growing very quickly. What are you doing to make the country healthier and better educated?
Thank you very much. I want to use this opportunity to extend to everyone here greetings from Sierra Leone. We've had our share of problems, civil war for 11 years, Ebola, man-made catastrophes, and also recently we had a mudslide. With that in mind, I've had the opportunity of leading the country for a very short time as a military officer. With that hindsight, what I have thought of the things I've harbored was how I could accelerate development in Sierra Leone to catch up with the rest of the world. We are lagging behind, I know that, but we don't want to go forward, we want to catch up with the rest of the world. So I have established a list of priorities, but sitting on top of that particular list of priorities is the human capital development. I campaigned on that, and I'm working on that.
All right, guys, right there. That is what I wanted you to hear. Human capital development. This is the president that said he believes in human capital development. But what that really means is auctioning off, selling off women to the Middle Eastern part of the world where they can be abused and misused. Dumped, used as sex slaves. There are tons of videos online that we can watch and see how these people are being treated. I don't have to go over this again. This is a president that believes in human capital. This is what he was talking about. So guys, I wanted to point the issue and the light on this issue because it's about time as Africans. We have so much potential. The people need to stand up and say enough is enough of this nonsense and this foolishness. We cannot keep doing this to our people. Exactly. I'm looking at some of these comments here of my folks, and I just want to share with you. But they're selling our people. So guys, again, this live has gone on, a little bit longer than normal. I don't want it to be too long. It's YouTube, but these are the issues that we have. So the fundamental question is for organizations that are, looking into human rights, human trafficking and stuff like that. It's very important that you point a light on what is happening in Sierra Leone today. The government, the sad part, like I said again, the sad thing about the whole thing, the terrible part about this whole thing is the fact that the government is actually taking women only from the northern part of the country, where most of the opposition is based, and none of these women are from the southern part of the country. Everything that is terrible, they take from the north. Everything that is good, they give to the south. That is what is happening there, right here. And that is why we have to point light on this. And it's unfair. It is not right. Our women deserve better. And enough is enough. So guys, help me share this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Help to share this, give me a thumbs up, a like or something along that line. And we'll take it from there. So again, I want to thank all of you guys that joined me on my live. I think this is my second live on YouTube. So I'm going to give you guys the big on. All right. I just want you guys to, know that I appreciate you. Let me applaud you guys. Awesome. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. But let's share this. Let's share this. Make sure, you reach out and, let your friends know about this channel. Because guys, like I said, this is another episode of the African Hammer. We're going to be hammering these guys. African leaders, is about time. That the people of Africa are waking up and the level of sensitization is coming. And thank God for social media. We can now reach out to our people as much as we could. It is hard. It is not easy. I'm sacrificing and taking the time to do this, but I know it will yield the results, the desired effect that we're looking for. No more lies, no more thievery. Enough is enough. Let us fix Africa for Africans. Our people don't need to travel to these Middle Eastern countries, yet alone even come to America, where I live, or go to Europe. We can stay in Africa and make Africa a better place for every African. That is what this channel is all about. So share, like, subscribe, and so that we can point the light on these issues, so we can get more people to understand the problems of Africa. I'll be talking about everything, corruption, everything you think about, the disease, the thievery. I mean, it's just too much. Lack of infrastructure, what we need to build Africa to what it should be, we can get there. That is what this channel is all about, okay? So I want to thank you guys. And in the future, I'm going to be bringing you guys in, Amina Majid Malik. I want you to know I appreciate you. I'll be sending you guys links so you can join me and talk about these things, like live on air and stuff like that, if you want to, if you are comfortable. Matter of fact, let me know if you're comfortable with coming online on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel here. I would gladly bring you in, and absolutely. Let me know if you could come in. Just let me know if you want to come in live. I don't mind sending you a link right now. Just send me an email here. Send me an email and let me know if you want to come in live and contribute. Anyone that wants to come in live, just send me an email right now, and I'll bring you in if you're comfortable, via live stream, so you can help me join. I know I was about to hang up on this live, but since I only have a limited of you guys, a few of you guys, it's 4 of you online right now live. If any one of you wants to come in live right now, let me know. I'm going to check this email. I'll send you the link. Let me know, guys, if you want to come in right now. Are you comfortable? If you're not, it's fine. All right. Maybe. Okay. All right, guys. Looks like nobody wants to come in live, but I think I've had enough. I've already spoken enough about this situation here. And but let's share. Make sure you subscribe, guys. It's very important. We have to subscribe and like these videos, because that way what YouTube will do is push the algorithm out to other people so that they can see it. So share, like, even if you don't share, I don't care about the sharing part, but just like and subscribe. When you like or you share, it makes it even better. Okay, I appreciate you guys. We're building the YouTube channel slowly. We're gonna get somewhere with this, and we'll take it from there. Let's do it, DSN. So it looks like you're not comfortable coming on video. Okay, that's all right. Let me see if anybody sent an email. Okay, no email. All right. Okay, guys. So, guys, let me leave this live, okay? I just wanted to interact with the audience. I don't want to keep the video. I don't want the video to be too long. With the YouTube algorithm, it's nice to just have short videos to the point and take it from there. But critical question is, let us ask the government of Sierra Leone to provide, information to the people. What is there for our sisters that are going? What kind of deal? What kind of contract have they signed with these governments? How much money is involved? How are they going to protect these people? Because in a few years from now, few months from now, we're going to hear this over 1,000 girls that have been piled in a hotel room somewhere in Sierra Leone. They'll be living for these Middle Eastern countries. And within the next few months, we're going to start hearing these horror stories, of abuse and misuse. And, definitely it's an unending story. But Africa has to change. And that is why, guys, remember this. 2028, I'm contesting for the presidency in Sierra Leone. It's a long ways from now. For 2028, I want to build the People's Liberation Movement brand across the globe, so that folks could know exactly what is going on. So I just want to appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you. And I'll leave it right here for now. Okay, but we have a lot of work to do in Africa, and it's all about sensitization. That is the key. So again, subscribe and like the video. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.